Guys, GamblingJS here, just doing a knife review. This is of the Benchmade 710-1, the 710 with the M390 blade steel. Excuse me. So, haven't done a review in a while, so we'll see how this goes. I'm going to skip the specs, honestly, because you could find those anywhere. It's kind of pointless to do that. I'm just going to talk about my experiences with 710 and this particular grind on this particular steel. So, here, sorry, I was getting a text. So, designed by McHenry & Williams, and they're a really well-known knife maker. They typically do more dress knives and show knives versus utilitarian, at least in my experience. Very decorative materials, not the best thing for everyday carry and use and abuse kind of deals. So, pretty standard. You've got your Axis Locks G10, milled liners, backspacer, which I'm planning to switch out for some standoffs because I don't like having all this lint that collects in there. The steel in and of itself, like I said, M390, you can see right there. The steel is really in one of the top par of the super steels these days. They're really amazing stuff. Honestly, the best way to test a steel, in my opinion, is to take it as low as you're willing to take it on the edge, and then just do cut tests on cardboard, rope, what have you. And that's in essence what I've done. Lately I've been carrying this for about a month now. Just this knife, using this for everything, so it's been my go-to knife for cutting cardboard, stripping wire, paper, plastics, a whole bunch of stuff. So far, to be honest, I'm a little underwhelmed, actually. I mean, it's a great knife, the grind is really high, and it's a very thin stock, so it actually slices really well. And with this recurve, you get a little bit of belly, so you can get a nice initial cut if you start down here in about the lower third, and it kind of bites in, kind of like how a hawkbill works. And now those are really nice features, but the steel in of itself, I think it's run relatively high. Well, it's high, but the steel matrix in itself isn't allowing as much flexibility as you could see in other steels at the same Rockwell level. So if I zoom in, see if I can keep this steady and not have the camera fall. Nope. Well, or I could just not focus. You can kind of see on the edge there's some, nope, uneven. There's some light chipping on the edge near this recurve. I think that's just problems from my sharpening. The rest of it's really nice. I have this at a 25 inclusive degree angle, so it slices incredibly well. I do a slice test, but I'm holding the tripod because it's about to fall over. So it cuts well, and it takes a razor sharp edge. It keeps it for a decent amount of time, but at the degree that I have it at, it just chips out too easily. So I think you'd have to go convex with the 25 degree initial angle, or widen it out, or maybe go with micro bevel. I personally don't like micro bevels. That's just a sharpening thing of mine. I just don't care for it. But it will perform quite well, but overall it's just underwhelmed. I mean, it's definitely worth the money for, you know, $150. I got this new from what was it? KnifeWorks, I believe. Yes, KnifeWorks is the one that has this. Overall, not bad. For the same money, you can go to Bento Box and get a limited edition Manix 2 in CPM M4, and I think M4 will outperform this simply because you don't have to worry about as high chromium content, and the restraints aren't as high on alloy steels as they are on stainless. But that's just my opinion. I have no experience with CPM M4 at the moment, but that's what I've read so far, is that M4 just has a hair edge over M390. But for stainless steel, this stuff is really amazing. Blows S30V out of the water, in my opinion. So we'll see how it goes. There's also carpenter steels like 20CV and all that kind of stuff, Duratec and whatnot. So we'll see how those companies compete. Overall, it's not bad. It's really a great buy. I will say, however, that the design of the knife, not as ideal. It's very slimline, which is great, but I always feel like there's not, this area right here, even with the jimping, it just doesn't have enough grip to keep me from sliding up, even in a hammer grip. I mean, it does widen out, and I don't think it will, but it's not something I'd really like to chance. Ideally, I'd like to have a guard or something right underneath the blade. Kind of like as if this part was chopped off. You can see if they just extended that a little bit, about an extra centimeter or so. Just round it out, it'd be really nice. That's just preference. I mean, it's not like I'm stabbing things constantly, so it's not a huge issue. But it is a bit of a safety concern for me, which is a little strange, considering that I've been getting into traditionals lately. Anyhow, lots of rambling, just a brief mini knife review for you guys. Alrighty, hope you all have a nice day. Adios.